Apocalypse Gaming.
So before actually using these, let's take a wee look at the kit and see what we get in it. Because as I say, it's slightly different from the other Lifecolor pigments that I've got, and I absolutely adore them. I mean, Lifecolor pretty much are my favourite paint range I think out there. They're just so consistent. So this set comes with Rain Marks, Road Dust, Light Earth, Dark Dust, Soot, and a remover. And that's one of the bits that particularly interests me. So try and do this without destroying my box, because I like to keep these in their boxes. So as we say, that's the 4 colours. Now the way it tells us to use them, they can be airbrushed or they can be brushed on. But the way it tells us to use them is that if you apply one colour, you can then mix another colour with it after it's dry. So say I apply the Rain Marks and I want some road dust on a windscreen. I can apply this, apply the road dust once the first one's dry. It will reactivate this one and the two will mix together. So if I don't want the two to be mixed together, I need to apply this, then I need to set it with a varnish and then apply this one. However, if I apply one of these and I don't like how it's settled, I have this little baby as well, which is a remover. So even after it's dry, should it all work, because I've not tried these yet, but should it all work, I can then go in with the remover and actually remove the paint. It sounds like the way they describe the use them on the instructions, that you can actually apply these almost like an oil paint. So you can still mix it and move it about a reasonable amount after it's on before it dries, although they are an acrylic based type one. So very interesting, looking forward to giving it a wee play. So that's set one, just quickly pop that out, give you an idea of the colour, although it's not all completely mixed. And we'll just pop open set 2. Box is a bit stiff, I've not been in and out of them much. So colours in set 2: deep rust, eroding light rust, eroding dark rust, orange marks, yellow marks, and another remover. You can roughly see the colours in the balls. So using these heavily on the bus, but just before I used them on the bus, I thought it's worthwhile just pop it open, talk you through roughly what they are and how to use them. Should anyone be interested, is this text going to be readable at a distance? No. I'll see if I can scan this text in, just so you can get an idea of how to use it. In a way it's going to be readable. So, let's get on to the bus. Right then, so I'm going to apply these babies now. What better way to test out a product you've never been used before than straight onto your project. So I'm going to be using a flat brush from Pro Art, it's a 1/8, just to apply these pigments. So whilst they're still wet, as I've covered already, I can remove them straight with the brush, but if I apply them and I don't like where they end up, I can also remove them with the actual remover later on. So let's just take and pull some stains down, and then we'll go back and have a look at it. So it's almost the exact same colour there. There's no undercoat, which is perfect, but that's what I was hoping for because it's the same manufacturer. So that's working fine. And I have no idea if you could actually see it. I wasn't thinking about the camera. There it is there. So let's take some more. Let's take that one because that's quite a heavy rusty bit. And pull it down. Oops, the compressor's still on. Got a wee bit of a leak coming out of my quick release, so I'll need to try and figure out how to sort that, because I've had a wee look at it and don't know what it's happening. So this is going to bug us every wee bit, no doubt, until I get around to sorting it. So again, another nice big patch, so let's pull that down the bus. I like how that's lying completely, there's no need to change that one. That's too heavy. That's better, more of a running stain. This is all that I'm going to keep doing, and then I'll change colour. Just looking for those running stains coming off them. Need to remember to keep it on camera. Yes, so far I like it. I'm just going to stain running through this because that's just far too clean. I think a wee bit of pulling, possibly along here. I think that's too much and too neat, so that's a bit better. Working nicely. So we look at the roof. So anything to that side should really, anything that side should flow away one way, and anything this side should basically flow the other. Much of this won't be seen by the time I put my planking on, but let's get it on and then deal with it. Real lighting issues. looks to have dried. That's dried fairly quickly and successfully, so let's get in with the remover. Get a wee bit, a tiny bit of a remover in the palette here. And there we go, it's lifting it. So that's pretty successful. Same here, I just left this splodge because I wanted to test this one, and there we go, it's lifting it. And you can see the one above it as well. So yeah, the remover is very successful, which is what I wanted. Yeah, like that. Anything that allows you to fix your mistakes, I like a lot. So I'm not going to bore you with prattling on any further. I'm going to go in and tackle this and weather it the way it needs to look. And we can hit it with another colour, because I've got a few colours I'm going to put on it just to try and dirty it up a wee bit. Create the runs. So, got a bunch of other tones that I'm just going to take and apply on and get them on, and then we'll skip to the results. So we'll go through this at zoom speed and see what we end up with. Okay, that's two colours laid down. Eroding Light Rust and Deep Rust. What I'm going to do is I'm going to seal those colours, because what can happen, or what does happen, is if you apply one colour directly onto the other colour and then use the remover, they're going to mix in each other. In fact, just applying the two, one activates the other slightly as well, but I found using the remover, it activates it further. So I want to seal the work that we've got so far, which I think is adding the good bit of character to the model. Just those running down rusty type ideas, but leaving the other colour below. Seal that with varnish, and then come back and do some more colours the same way. Maybe put another two colours on, let them mix together just to give that mixed feel. So we're leaving it there and sealing. Right, so we'll go in with the orange and the yellowy colours next. And always give this stuff a good shake before you use it. I'm sort of hitting some of the same areas that the previous was, and then just pulling it down from other likely areas as well, where the rust could have formed behind and is then just running down. And don't forget to hit your windows, you'll get some windows getting it as well, and some pulling in those areas, especially in the corners. Let's not forget the planks, could be some rust hitting them too. Can always clean up if there's too much on here. So that's the liquid pigments applied and removed where I wanted to. What I found is they give a really good feathering effect should you want it. So let's try and zoom in a bit. And we can see it sort of here, where I've managed to feather the stains down across the body, and then I've lifted them off where I wasn't happy. So really quite happy with them. You can see them running down here as well where I feathered it back. Actually, I'm going to go in and clean that because I'm not so happy with that bit. So there we go, you can see the feathering just there as I'm taking it back a bit. So, good strong product, excellent addition to my armoury I think. Again, just feather it there at the door. Looking if that was this coat or the previous. If that was the previous, it's not happening. Nope, just feathered it up again at the door there. It's just a bit too strong, the stain. So, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I wonder if it can be seen in the wood. I've already feathered this a bit, but let's just do it a wee bit more to give. So unfortunately that cut off mid-sentence there as my memory card was full. Just lucky enough I was looking at the screen at the same time as it went blank and says memory card full. So we didn't really miss anything. So I was feathering this and as we can see I've managed to feather it back. Overall product, I'm very very happy with it. It's the first time I've used it. I'll have a look at the other kit that I've got as well and see if we can use some of the other kit on this bus also. Just to get an idea of some of the other things that we can do with it, but I'll need to seal it with some varnish first.
Apocalypse Gaming.